Second, let me just.
Sadly, what happened to Mr. Floyd, honestly, man, hey, man, I'm gonna be honest, I can't do this. Just honestly, the emotions that I'm feeling right now, that as I'm really like going into it, I feel like I just need to be over there with everybody else right now. I can't even be right. I can't be doing this, but I appreciate you, I respect it, but if anything, just bring the camera that way and everybody who's viewing it would just feel it. Really, there's really no words to explain it. Just show them with the camera and then that's all you need.
What we have here is we have a failed system, right? So the government has failed the people, and when the government fails the people get frustrated, and this is how they express their anger.
I'm pissed off, I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm grieving. All of my brothers and sisters are getting killed. And it's like, America, there's blood on your hands, and you can't wash it off.
There's a lot of people out here, and we're all angry, because there is systemic racism that has been infiltrating this country since its foundation. And things have gotten a little bit better, but we still have black people getting killed indiscriminately without any justice. I mean, I came out to protest because, man, people are just sick of this. We're sick of seeing our civilians die.
This is sad, like just seeing police kill black people all the time, it's like insane. Like you see it on the news, you see it everywhere, so it's just sad as hell. And I feel like it's important for me, someone who has a platform, to come out here. That's why I'm vlogging. I'm trying to make sure I get everything so my folks can see and help this cause.
I'm angry, I'm frustrated, I'm personally feeling angry, frustrated, mad, but I'm still trying to peacefully protest.
This brother lost his life, the whole world saw him die. We don't see white people die on TV by the police. Why do we have to see that? Why did that have to happen?
To be honest, I'm a little confused that we still here. I got a grandfather who's 91 years of age, and we've been going through the same thing. The police coming right now. We got to make moves. To be honest, my grandfather's 91. It's 2020, and we still here till this day. Till this day. My grandfather had bricks thrown through his window and crosses burnt on his front lawn from Buffalo, New York, all the way here to Los Angeles. My mother's from Guatemala. We always endure the same thing.
I'm fighting for, like I said, my beautiful black mother and my black siblings and my black aunts and my black uncles and my black cousins who could easily be Philando Castile, who could easily be Sandra Bland, who could easily be Trayvon Martin, who could easily be George Floyd, who could easily be all of these people. That is why we are out here. I have young children, I have young boys who need to grow up in a world that is not going to decide that their life is less valuable because they're a specific shade of brown or their hair has a certain kind of kink. It's not okay. America cannot be the land of the free until every fucking life is free. Point blank, motherfucking period.
I'm doing this for my kids, kids, and for my ancestors who did it for me. We can't walk down the street. We can't even be in our homes. We can't go to sleep. We can't do anything. What do you expect us to do? Do you want us to sit quiet while everybody dies one by one? That's not okay, and we're not gonna let that happen.
People are asking, what about the property damage? If you care more about Target and corporations than your fellow man, then I have nothing to say to you, and you really need to reevaluate who you are. Realize that a community is hurting, and they have been hurting for centuries because of the way our nation treats them.
I'm a business owner on this street right here, Fairfax. My business is called Yours Truly, but at the same time, I'm here to peacefully protest. And I understand the people's anger. I understand the people's frustration. I'm angry as well. I'm upset as well.
Corporations and stores are insured. Black lives aren't. You can't compensate this pain. You can't compensate this frustration.
That's completely facts, So, a business, that's something you could get back. Your shit could burn down or shit could get stole out. But a life, once it's gone, it's gone. You know what I'm saying?
We stopped some fires. We stopped at least one person from throwing the bricks on another car. If some people and more people out here just want to try to help stop something, then we can make it happen. If your dream is big enough to achieve by yourself, then your dream is not big enough.
There's so many cases where police aren't held accountable, and I think some people who don't understand this movement don't understand that we're not trying to, beat down on everybody, but the cops who are acting not like cops need to be held accountable.
It's obvious that it's wrong. So that That police officer needs to be punished. Police officers need to be held accountable. The police unions are too powerful. You know, they're not accountable. So this is going to keep happening until the government is accountable for killing unarmed people.
But for the most part, it goes right back to the old system. Like, they don't want things to change. They like it this way. They like my sister said, they like being able to step on you from the bottom and just be at the top.
One, we need to decrease the amount of policing done in minority communities. I think it's been pretty well proven at this point that increased police surveillance doesn't exactly help those communities. In fact, in many cases, it does quite the opposite.
I feel like in order to make a change, what needs to happen, the cops, here in California and all over the whole country, they need to really background check the people they hire. They hire a lot of racist people. We've seen Derek was racist as hell.
I think all 4 of those cops should be arrested and charged with murder, not third-degree murder, but murder 1. That's what they did. I think that we need to not just reform the police. We have to, go back to the drawing board completely. It has to be rethought. Doesn't matter how many times this happens, until that whole thing changes, it's going to keep happening.
All 4 cops need to be charged. And also, third-degree murder? Excuse me, but what is that?
Justice doesn't look like third-degree murder. That's 1. And 2, just because he's locked up doesn't mean that they're going to change the forum. It doesn't mean that they're going to take it seriously.
The LA riots were 28 years ago, and I feel like it's the same thing going on. I don't know why. I don't know why things don't feel different, but I feel like things need to change, and I don't know what we have to do to make things change. But we're out here in the streets, and we're out here speaking. Every voice matters. Everyone here matters.
It's going to happen again, because every time you have a new group of youth, they see what's happening, they see there's no change, and the same thing happens. Right? And so until they go back and they change the concept of the police, that just has to go. It has to be changed completely, or in 30 years from now, it's going to be even worse.
The media is going to try and skew this and say that we're out here being violent. If you hear, nobody out here is yelling. They got snipers on the roof. They got people doing tear gas over there. They are trying so hard to suppress our voices.
Today it started off as a peaceful protest. Then, you had the police throwing tear gas at us, rubber bullets, basically just chemical warfare.
This was a peaceful protest until the cops showed up. We had no issues. Cops roll in, they just start firing beanbags at us, and that's when things got crazy. That's when it starts looking like a war zone like you see here. It wasn't like that before, and it was just a peaceful protest, and cops like to escalate it. This is not a riot. There might be a couple people out here causing some damage.
I don't know who to trust. They say they're here to protect and serve, but I don't know if they're really here to protect and serve.
What we want them to know, yo, we good?
Are we good?
Please don't shoot me.
We talking to press. Y'all gonna shoot us?
No, don't shoot me.
We gonna shoot because we talking to press?
Can you get that? Can you get that?
Can you get that? Can you turn around and get that? Trying to shoot us for talking to press? That's how you feel? God damn, that's how you feel. That's how you fucking feel.
This is what we go through and this is what we endure. This is why we here. So we could push the point for having my brothers here a long time ago.
Leave the area.
See how this works? I don't want any problems.
Shall we stand in our car? No, leave the area.
I don't want any.
Leave the area.
Black lives matter. All lives cannot matter until Black lives matter. All these people out here are allies. All these people out here see there is a serious fucking problem. If my mom can die tomorrow for walking out of her house, hell yeah, I'm gonna be out here. There's tear gas over there and it fucking hurts, but guess what else hurts? Having a police officer kneel on your fucking neck for 7 minutes while the life drains out of you. That shit hurts, so guess what? I will willingly put myself through pain so that I can avenge that man's death and every single Black person who has died at the hands of police brutality. That is why we're here. Black lives fucking matter.